It's Saturday morning, so welcome to another parkrun start line. This time it's Market Rasen Racecourse in Lincolnshire. About an hour and a half from our house. It's one we've been to about half a dozen times. I really enjoy. It is a fast, flat course, one to come if you want a time trial and want to chase a particular time, which is what I'm about to try and do this morning. But as you'll see, as the footage turns out, we've got a run of two halves, as it were. We started off with the intention of making one video, which was me chasing a fast time, which I'll talk about in a minute. And we ended up with a totally different video. So stay tuned to see what happened at Market Rasen Racecourse Parkrun as all the runners prepare to start the run. And the run director there is just about to get the starters ready, and we're going to be off in a little while. I think in 3, 2, 1. The reason we are here today is because it is a fast parkrun. It sits at number 27 on Tim Gross's list of UK fastest to slowest parkruns. And on the last occasion I came here, I had an excellent run for me. I ran a time of 19 minutes and 16 seconds, which is my fastest parkrun for about 7 or 8 years, and I had an age grading of 79.97%, I think. So my intention coming here today was to try and tip over into 80% for the first time in well over a decade. So setting off, as you can see, I'm in about 12th place at the minute. Now, Market Rasen Parkrun is a 2.5 lap course, and it's run round the perimeter of Market Rasen Racecourse, as you can see. So we're on the first smaller lap at the minute, which lasts about 1 kilometre. It's excellent surface all the way around. There's no rough stuff, it's tarmac, and it is gently sloping as you go up this side and gently sloping as you come back the other side, but nothing too significant, so the course flows really nicely. There are no 180-degree turns, no sharp bends, so you can just get into a nice rhythm and run as hard as you like for the full 5 kilometres. It doesn't attract high numbers, Market Rasen Parkrun. Market Rasen is a market town, as you would expect, in the middle of Lincolnshire. It's not near any big cities. I guess Lincoln is the nearest city. It attracts people who want to come and run a fast parkrun time, but usually between about 100, 150 runners, and you rarely, if any, get any congestion. As you can see here, even when you're lapping on the second half, the paths are wide enough, the numbers are low enough where you get a totally unimpeded run. So for several reasons, we love coming to Market Rasen Parkrun. So I've just rolled it forward a bit, and I'm feeling not 100% at the minute. Trucking along okay, moving around the course. There's the bend as we come to run past the starting area again in a minute. We can see we're still in the 3 minutes, heading towards where the kilometre is. There we go, just past the start there in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. It's actually great conditions for running fast today. There's a gentle breeze. If you do come to this parkrun and it's windy, you'll know about it, because as you can see, it's quite exposed like many race courses. But yeah, today, pretty decent conditions. We're just rolling into the beginning of September. It's quite cool at this point in the morning, something around 13-14 degrees. Ideal temperatures for running a 5k, so it's all set up well. It's ideal weather conditions. We've got a lovely flat course, but for some reason my legs just aren't going as fast as I would like them to. So I'm coming up now to where it's going to say 1 kilometre on my watch, and I go through in 4 minutes dead, which is bang on 20-minute pace. So way off what we wanted, 19:15 pace. But I'm thinking at the minute, well, a sub 20 parkrun, if we can push on and get a slight negative split, nothing to be upset about. I've not run sub 20 for a while. I think I ran 20 flat at Weymouth in August, so let's push on and get another sub 20 on the board, and it'll be worthwhile coming out to Market Rasen Parkrun. Just passing what is the finish area there where those cones are. There's only about 20-30 yards on grass, so we're now heading out for the first of the 2 larger loops. As you can see on the Market Rasen Parkrun, usually there aren't that many people to latch onto and overtake. We're about to overtake this fella here in the black, and then I think there's somebody in bright green a little bit ahead. Yeah, due to the sparsity of the field, the lack of depth in the field, you do find yourself running for long periods on your own. It's good that there are people to latch on too far ahead, but it's not one where you'll get a lot of shelter on a windy day, or people to work with for much of the run. We are gradually catching up to the fella in green here, and we're about to sweep round to the right and you get a nice bit of downhill. Checking the watch, seeing what time I might be on for. We're about to hit the 2k marker. There isn't actually a physical marker on the course, but the 2k point on my watch, or 1.24 as I'm looking at it in miles. And we go through in another precise 4 minutes, so we're tracking for exactly 20 minutes here. Now, to be honest, this isn't what I came for. I had hoped, as I said earlier, for a low 19s for combat parkrun PB. I'm working far too hard for the pace I'm getting, and I'm just not in it today. It's not a race, I'm not paid to enter. Yeah, it'll go on power of 10, but I'm just thinking, is it worth pushing? I do have a race entry for the following day, the Wiln 10k, and I may well use it. You can see I've decided to slow down now. The fella in green is getting ahead of me, and other people are going to be coming past. There's a fellow in black I overtook a while ago. So my decision now is to drop back, run at about 7:30 pace, and wait for Dawn to catch me up, and then we're going to catch up with how her parkrun has been going. By the way, no thoughts of DNFing here. There's nothing going majorly wrong. It's just I'm not running as fast as I would want to, and I don't really want to dig myself a great hole to run a 20-minute parkrun here. I'd rather save and use my beans on another day when I'm feeling fresher and better. I'll still get a good training effect out of it. 2k at 5k effort and the rest at a tempo light effort. So yeah, just slowing down. I'm going to be letting people pass me and wait for Dawn to catch me up.
So I set off at Market Rasen parkrun, and my intention was to run sub 22. I've not run a sub 22 on a parkrun for a few months, so I thought I'd just give it a go today. I didn't mind how far inside I was, but I was determined that I was going to be inside. So my first 2 kilometers you can see was 4:20 and 4:26. At the time I did not know this because I just run and I don't really track as I run along. So I was on for 21:55. My PB on this course is 21:35, or that's what my PB was when I set off. So as I continued along up ahead, I thought I saw John slowing down, and I did wonder what was up with him. At the beginning he did say that he wasn't sure what his legs were going to be able to do because he didn't feel great on the warm-up, so I kind of expected he might come back to me. I was hoping that he wasn't going to DNF and that he would run along with me, which is what he did.
So there's one female runner way in front. I think she ran an 18 flat, finished about 2nd or 3rd on the day. There's another female runner just past here with that large dog attached, and I think Dawn is going to come and catch me up any point now. We're nearly at the 3k point, so I think Dawn catches me up at 3k.
Yes, I did, and I went through that kilometre in 4:16, although I didn't know this at the time. This is actually the fastest kilometre of the parkrun. In fact, this and the 5th kilometre are basically the same. So we continued to go on, and I could feel myself picking up pace. I was working hard at this point, but I actually felt quite strong.
Yeah, I had no idea at this point what Dawn was tracking for. We are going round, we're just past the finish area, and this is the slowest kilometre of the course because you've got a slight drag up on the far end of the racecourse.
As John has already mentioned, this is quite a lonely parkrun. If you're wanting somebody to chase, as you can see here, I'm very much on my own. I can see somebody up ahead, but there really is nobody to work with. You have to keep your head about you, and you really have to just work yourself because you've got nobody to work with. Now, I'm pretty good at this because I actually quite like pushing myself on my own, but it's sometimes nice to also have somebody to work against. In this instance, it was nice actually to have John there because at some point you will see that he did help me along.
But at present I'm not helping Dawn at all. I'm just fiddling with the camera so I can get some content and it can be used to produce this video. So yeah, along the back straight here, as I said, fortunately not a windy day. You can see the runner in black maybe about 50 yards ahead of Dawn, but she's not going to get any shelter from him, not going to get any advantage there. I'm running behind her, not shielding her at all, so this is all her work as she powers on towards the 4th kilometre of this Market Rasen parkrun.
The week before I'd done the Mid Cheshire 5k, which as we know is one of the fastest 5ks in the country, and I had a really disappointing run, running 21:47. The year before I'd actually broken 21 minutes, running 20:57, so I really was very disappointed, although I didn't say so on the evening. I've been heavy in marathon training, so I guess I can't expect much in terms of running fast 5ks, but I did actually expect to run faster than 21:47. So I'm through kilometre 4 in 4:27, which is very similar to kilometre 2 at 4:26, so I'm not losing any pace here. I'm maintaining. I'm still feeling strong. Obviously legs are a little bit tired, but I know that I can actually get to the finish line at the speed that I'm moving at the moment.
The question is, on this course, can we get to the finish line at faster than the speed we're moving at the moment? Where we are at the minute, it's just a slight downhill, so you can pick up a little bit of momentum. As I said earlier, there are no tight corners, no tight bends to impede your progress. So yeah, Dawn's all set for a good strong finish here.
Yes, and at long last I have somebody to focus on. The guy in black is getting a little bit closer to me, and I can focus on his back and work towards him as I try to power on towards the finish. I'm also overtaking somebody here. I think that person must be on their first lap, hopefully enjoying their parkrun. I'm catching up the guy in black. I can see that I'm getting closer and closer. I'm working hard here. I'm powering as much as I can, but I know I need to keep something in reserve for that final kilometre. Well, we're into the final kilometre, but that final bit, because that last straight actually seems to go on and on forever, and I don't want to burn my matches too soon. I'm also lapping a few people at this point, which actually helps with my own pace because it gives me more to focus on, although there's no impeding anywhere because, as you can see, there's plenty of room for everybody on the path.
As you can see, I'm still behind Dawn, running at sub 7-minute miling with a camera in my hand that doesn't have a stabilisation feature, so not too displeased with the way this footage is coming out.
So this section of the course is the bit that I said seems to go on and on forever. I've not quite done 20 minutes yet, so I know, although I'm close, I've still got a little way to go. So keeping momentum going here is really important because this is where you really can lose it, and then before you know it, you haven't got the time that you're looking for. So yeah, I'm powering on, as you can see here, using my arms. Yes, they're crossing the body a little bit, but who cares? If it gives me the power to keep moving and I can get the time I want, I will move at any which way I can.
What do people really comment on the way you move your arms when you're running?
John, I think you do persistently. I think I have a bit of a complex on what my arms are doing. However, they don't look that bad, do they? And my legs are moving quite nicely. So, yeah, powering on to the finish. Come on, Dawn, you can do it. Looking at the clock, you can see I've just gone through in 20 minutes now. So, hopefully I haven't got too long to go. I'm still speeding up. I know I'm speeding up. I can feel it. And I'm loving this part of the course because I know I'm nearly there to the finish.
And at this point I'm deep into multitasking. I'm trying to hold this camera steady so we get decent footage of Dawn. I think that's come out alright. And I'm looking at the watch as well to see how close you can get to breaking that 22 minutes. Just passing a fella with a jog on top here. Lovely channel, Harry Morgan, we've met him, lovely fella. So yeah, Dawn is now going to try and use him to power on for the last few 100 yards of this run.
Let's just hear what that effort sounds like.
21.
So there's John helpfully telling me I'd just gone through in 21. Now you can see I've put my foot down. Yes, I'm passing on Mr. Jog on and I'm really powering on. I was hoping the finish was a lot sooner than it actually felt because I had to go around that corner. It wasn't coming close fast enough. I was really hurting at this point, but powering on I was going to get there. I thought I was going to go faster than I actually got in terms of the time. There I go across the grass, not long now, and I know I'm going to double over because I am hurting bad. So my official finish time was 21:33 and I'm delighted with that because it's a 2-second PB on this course and an amazing, for me, 90.02% age grading, which is only my second time of getting 90% this year. So yeah, really pleased with that.
So I hope this parkrun video has been entertaining and informative for you. Yeah, we set off to make one parkrun video, which was me chasing a low 19, and we ended up with a different parkrun video of Dawn chasing her PB on this course, attaining it, and a bonus 90% to boot too. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see further parkruns and the rest of our training, then please subscribe to the channel. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Hey, away.